Hey, Russell Hotels going live just for a couple minutes. You guys know how I do it. Today is Monday, Moon Day. So that can only mean one thing, the daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. But guess what? No Tiffany today. Tiffany, what's her last name? Tiffany English is normally my sidekick on Mondays, but she has traveled to the DR, the Dominican Republic, for a conference. In fact, that's where she is. So if you follow her on Instagram, make sure maybe you don't follow her. So if you don't follow her on Instagram, make sure you do. I want to say it's Velvet Style Biz. So make sure you follow Miss Tiffany at Velvet Style Biz, and you'll see some of the stuff she's been posting while she's been in Dominican Republic. She's attending, I believe it's a North Star event. Okay, so shout out to Tiffany, shout out to North Star. From what I see, it's a great event. It looks like the hotel looks fabulous as always. Okay, looks like a good program. She was getting fitted for some Maui gems, the sunglasses. So, I kind of missed that, right? I need me a new pair of Maui gems. Okay, anyone got the hookup up there? Anyway, let me make sure I am live on. I'm talking, I'm speaking, and I need to make sure that I am live on the platforms I'm supposed to be live on, and that would be LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Okay, let me just make sure. Okay, Instagram is going. I see myself over there, and I'm outside, right? I'm outside today. It was still a little cool, so I said, you know what? Let me do this outside before the weather changes, before it gets warm, and it's been pretty humid here in LA lately. So, but today, right now, it's probably I'm gonna say it's about high 60s, maybe like 66, 67 degrees. Later on, well, in the sun, I'm in the shade, of course, right? I'm under the patio. So, but I want to say it's probably close to 80 already if you're not in the shade. So there you go. So we're going to do this pretty quickly because I don't want to be out here sweating, okay? Or perspiring, excuse me. I don't want to be out here perspiring. So anyway, the chat is open. So feel free to make a chat, make a comment if that's what you want to do, because that's what it's all about. It's all about engagement with me, okay? So if you didn't know that, now you know, okay? There you go. So, okay, so I never do one of these shows where I'm not showcasing a hotel or highlighting. Let me stop saying showcasing. Let me say highlighting a hotel. And today is no exception. I'll be highlighting the Ambrose, which is located in Santa Monica. A lot of people don't even know this hotel even exists. I didn't even know it even existed, right? Russell of Hotels didn't know a hotel existed in Santa Monica, which is literally my backyard. But the only reason I know is because a dear friend of mine is the director of sales there. So that's the only reason I know. It's on 20th Street. So that's a ways from. So everyone that goes to Santa Monica, or anyone that has stayed in a hotel, they probably stayed in hotels that were on Ocean Boulevard, or close to Ocean Boulevard. This is on 20th Street, so it's not near the touristy area, right? So it's and it's a boutique hotel. So, but I like it. I like it. I like that it's not close to all the happenings and all that stuff, because with that comes higher prices, comes a lot more traffic, congestion, and all that stuff. And it's not far where you couldn't do a bike ride over there, or drive over there, or whatever, or do a just quick little Uber over there, and take advantage of the pier right there in Santa Monica, numerous restaurants that are there on Ocean Boulevard, or go to the beach, right? So it's not too far where you can't do those things, but it's far enough away that you're not impacted by them. And that's important, right? So I kind of like the hotel. After I went there for the first time, I'm like, you know what? I kind of dig this hotel. So if you haven't checked out or you don't know about the Ambrose, you need to check it out. In fact, let me make sure my glasses are straight. Okay, so let's just jump into the Ambrose. Or should we jump in? Oh no, you know what? Wait a minute. I almost forgot before I even get to that. Let me back up for a second. Tomorrow, I have a guest on my show. Tomorrow is Tuesday. So that's On Air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show everyone's talking about. I have a guest tomorrow. In fact, let me just make sure I put that up here. Where's this stuff at? Where's this information at? Where is that information? In fact, let me change something else here too. We put that up there. Boom. Okay. So tomorrow's guest, Rick the Water Guy. We don't even know Rick's last name. Does it even matter what Rick's last name is? Just go by Rick the Water Guy. Saving water, cutting costs, boosting guest satisfaction. This company is called Indoor Water Conservation. And it's all about that, right? It's all about conservation, but making sure you have the pressure that you need, when you're taking a shower, using the water, anything in the water, is at the faucet, is at the shower, primarily the shower, right? You want to make sure the shower head is just putting out as much water as you can, right? Because everyone wants a great shower, right? Especially if you have one of those rain shower heads. I mean, come on now. But a lot of people don't equate water to a great guest experience. Well, we're going to get in that tomorrow because a lot of people don't think about that. So if you're an owner, in fact, let me just put this up here so I don't want to miss anybody here. So if you are, let's see, where am I? Where am I? So this show, I mean, it's for everyone who wants to watch it, right? But if you're a general manager, you're a hotel owner, your management company, your asset manager, you need to check this out because you're responsible for all the guest satisfaction. You own the property. You're the general manager. You oversee everything, right? You may be the asset manager. You're managing this asset for a company or organization or for an individual. So you want to make sure you check it out because that's what Rick, the water guy, he works with those particular groups of people: general managers, hotel managers, or hotel owners, management companies, and asset managers. But a lot of people don't know he even exists, right? So that's why he's coming on the show, right? So guess where I met him? LinkedIn. Okay, so if you're not a big proponent of LinkedIn and business development, shame on you. Okay, shame on you. All right, so make sure you you need to tap into LinkedIn. If you're not tapped in, you need to. My hat dirty. I need a new hat. I mean, I have many hats, right? So I need another one. I need to wear another one for the show. But yeah. So just make sure we're checking out that tomorrow. Once again, that's going to be live on the same platforms that I'm live on: LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Okay. And so just make sure you're there tomorrow, 1 o'clock PST. So that's 1 o'clock in California. Once again, tomorrow's guest is Rick the Water Guy. Okay. Saving costs, saving water, cutting costs, boosting guest satisfaction. At the end of the day, it's about the guest satisfaction. Okay, so just make sure you guys tune in tomorrow. Once again, Rick the shower. You keep saying Rick the shower guy, Rick the water guy. Okay, here's his logo right here. I'm already promoting it. Okay, so make sure you check it out tomorrow, 1 o'clock, same platforms. Okay, so anyway, let's move. Let's move on. Let's move on. Okay, so I was mentioning the Ambrose Hotel, which is located in Santa Monica. It's not too far from where I live. I would say I was in Santa Monica yesterday. I went to the movies to see Spider-Man. So if you haven't checked out Spider-Man, go ahead and do that. Go and check that out too. I went to the AMC 7 in Santa Monica, which is not near where the Ambrose Hotel is, but I just said, well, I'm in Santa Monica. I might as well talk about the Ambrose, right? 77 guest rooms, 378 square feet. So it does not have a lot of space, but it has one important room, which is a boardroom. So I don't want to say to fit 14 to 16 people. It's just ideal for your board. They want to come in and just spend a whole day going through budgets or whatever, whatever you guys do. So I would think this would be ideal for that. In fact, like I said, this hotel, and it's not a good thing. If I say, oh, it flies under the radar, that's not necessarily a good thing. Okay. Anybody that says, oh, so it's the best kept secret in Santa Monica. No, that's not a good thing. Flying under the radar. Nope. Not a good thing at all. Okay. So it needs more marketing. Okay. So people need to be out talking about the Ambrose Hotel. Okay. Visibility is key, right? So just so happened I went to check it out. So I'm like, hey, you know what? I'm going to talk about it. I just can't be about it. I got to talk about it. Okay. So I see a comment somewhere. Let's see what that is. Hey, cousin, what's going on, Jackie Riley? How are you, Miss Lady? Let me put your comment up there. So see if you make comments in real time, I will put your comment up on the screen in real time. Okay. So just like I just put cousin Jackie's up there. Jackie's out there in Vegas. I believe she works at a hotel, right? I'm not sure. I can't remember which hotel it is. Is it a Hilton Garden Inn? Is it a Hampton Inn? One of those. One of those. I'm pretty sure it's one of those. So yeah, shout out to Miss Jackie Riley. Okay. So anyway, so let me get back to what I was doing. Let me get back. Let me get back to what I was doing. Okay. So there you go. Once again, the Ambrose Hotel Santa Monica, 77 guest rooms. And in fact, I do have a photo of the. Okay, so this is the board meeting, right? The boardroom right here. So you can use that. Like I said, it's ideal for that. The guest rooms are nice. In fact, let's just check them. Okay, that's the working desk right there, and in the guest room. So in every room needs a working desk, right? So there you go. This is a king room. So of course there's a king bed right there. Very comfortable. And like I said, one of those places that a lot of people don't know about, or maybe they forget about. And it's a garden area. So when you walk up off of this like 20th Street, you'll go right through this, and which is a great place for um, maybe a group dinner, a group reception. I mean, so actually the space I mentioned the small meeting room they have, the board room that they have, but if you wanted to use this outdoor space, especially like in the cooler months, this would be fantastic or ideal for like a reception for your group, maybe for the the people that are doing the board meeting or whatever. Hey, possibilities are endless, but has a beautiful garden out front. Okay, so take advantage of it. And then there's the front desk area, right? So there you go. Once again, it's a small hotel, 77 guest rooms, one meeting space, but it can open up into the garden area, which is outside. And that's what people, this is Southern California, right? Everybody wants to be outside anyway. So perfect. Let me see, there's another comment. HGI, yeah. So what does HGI stand for? Hilton Garden Inn. Okay, so Jackie works for the Hilton Garden Inn in Vegas. So if you need something, you don't want the fancy hotels on the strip and everything, you just need a HGI or Hilton Garden Inn. You know what? You need to call Jackie Riley, call her, and just say, hey, Russell of Hotels sent me. Okay. Your cousin Russell sent me to this hotel. So I need a good room. I need a good rate. Okay. So just reach out to Jackie Riley at Hilton Garden Inn. I'm not sure which Hilton Garden Inn that is, but just call all of them and just say, hey, is Jackie there? Can I speak with Jackie? Let me talk to Russell's cousin. Oh man, that was a good one. Okay, real quick. We're not gonna be here all day, okay, on this one. So once again, Ambrose Hotel, Santa Monica. Ambrose Hotel, Santa Monica. Okay, so every time I do one of these shows, I'm always gonna have a topic. Okay, it's a hot topic. Now, this is an extension of the one I did on Friday. So if you check me out on Friday, like I don't know why my glasses always seem to be askew, like my head is not even or level. But anyway, we won't go into that because I know somebody got some comments. The group has checked out, but have you followed up with the planner? So once again, this is an extension of Friday's topic, okay? Kind of like the sale is not over yet, until you follow up with the planner. I see Miss Tiffany out there. Tiffany, how's it going out there in the DR? Make some comments, Tiffany. Make some comments. So yeah, so the group is not checked out, or the group has checked out. But have you followed up with the planner? I can't even say it right. The group has checked out. Nope, someone's calling me. I don't know why. Someone's calling me. I gotta turn them off. So once again, the group is checked out, but have you followed up with the planner? That is so important that it doesn't happen as often as you would think, right? That'd be the first thing on their mind. The sales manager or whoever was in charge of the group, the conference service person. You would think that's the first thing that they should do. Monday morning, the group checked out on Sunday. Monday morning, I'm going to call them. I'm going to reach out and see how things went. That doesn't always happen. Why doesn't it happen? I have no idea. But you would think that that would be top priority on either the sales manager or the convention services person. Because guess what? They weren't there during the duration of their meeting, right? So they don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. The only way they can find out what happened is if they call, pick up the phone, follow up, email. Okay, I mean, you can email. That's what you do. But I prefer me, Russell, the planner. I prefer a phone call. Just pick up the phone and call me. It's not going to be a long conversation. It's going to be like, hey, everything went well, or this and that, blah, 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 whatever. So, anyway, okay. So the group is checked out, but have you followed up with the planner? Here's a question for every sales professional. The group is checked out, but have you followed up with the meeting planner? The event is over. The attendees have gone home. The guest rooms are empty, but is your job really finished? Okay. I don't think so. In fact, one of the most important conversations you can have is the one that takes place after the event is over. Okay. And I'm going to tell you what that is. I just want to check to make sure I don't have any other comments over there. So I have, hold on one second, something. Hold on one second. I'm on a call. Okay. So let me get back to what I was doing. Let me get back. Mosquitoes are eating me up out here. I mean, mosquitoes during the day? I don't know, but hey, like I'm in a swamp area. Anyway, so where was I? Number one. Don't assume everything went well. I mean, sometimes we'll avoid calling people, right? Okay, we'll avoid calling them because we're not sure if everything went well. You know what? You just got to just suck it up. Okay, sales managers, suck it up and make the phone call, but don't assume everything went well. Okay, just because you didn't hear about a problem doesn't mean everything. Okay, let me back up. Just because you didn't hear about a problem doesn't mean there wasn't one. Okay, because you didn't hear anything doesn't mean there wasn't a problem. Okay, but just because you didn't hear doesn't mean there is a problem either. So you have to call, you have to follow up. That is your job, okay? And that's I guess that would want to be one of my top pet peeves with salespeople. They will wait for you to call them, okay? And I'm gonna tell you why they'll wait in a minute, okay? At least this is what I think. So pick up the phone or send a personal email and ask, how did everything go? Isn't that a good question to ask? How did everything go? What went well? Was there anything we could have done better? That conversation shows your client you care about more than just the booking. It also gives you valuable feedback that can strengthen your hotel, your team, and future events. Okay. Number two, thank them before you start selling to them. Okay. Don't start asking for the business. Okay, we know you have an annual event. We want next year's program. No, just wait a minute. Hold down. Slow your roll. Okay. Before you ask about next year's meeting, before you ask about another opportunity, simply say, "Thank you for trusting us with your event." Express your appreciation. Recognize the partnership. Clients remember how you made them feel, and a sincere thank you goes a long way in building long-term relationships. There you go. I mean, that's so simple, but it's the littlest things or the simplest things that we forget about. Number three. See, I'm almost done, right? I only got three of these. Follow through on every detail. Now, this is going to be the important one. This is the one that gets me. Okay. Here's something I believe every hotel sales professional should do. If a commission is due, especially for us independent planners, I'm an independent planner, okay? If a commission is due, don't wait for the planner or third party partner to ask for it or ask about it, okay? you already know whether there's a commission is owed. Even if you just picked up this, you just started this new job or whatever, you should have gone through the contract, and the contract will tell you that a commission is due. All right. So don't act like if I don't say anything, they're not gonna ask for it. Okay. And we know that you don't cut the checks. We know that you're not doing the direct deposit or anything like that. But there are things that the salesperson is doing or the convention service is doing to expedite this process. If that's asking for a W-9, if that's asking you, if that's sending the what is it called, the group pickup report, and you need an invoice, whatever you need, this is the time to let them know, right? This is what I need so I can get your commission. And this, how long does it normally take? Is it 30 to 45 days, which is normal, right? That's not anything that's out of the norm. Okay. I understand that. But let me know. Don't have me asking all the questions. You should know that you should already know, right? But believe me, I'm going to ask the question because it comes down to me. It comes down to my dollars and cents, right? So, but don't like if I don't mention it, maybe it'll go away. Maybe that's a problem I don't have to deal with. And that's how we feel, right? That you think that there's an issue, okay? That's a problem with you having the when we ask for the commission, right? It's in the damn contract, okay? You know it. Everybody knows it, okay? Let's just be forthcoming with that information. Whew, man, be proactive. Don't react to what I'm asking you or what I'm going to say. Be proactive. You already know it's there. Make it happen. Reach out, let them know. A commission is being processed. Here's when you can expect the check or the direct deposit. Okay, that's good. If we need a W-9 or invoice, let me know immediately or let the people know. Just let them know, like, hey, we need this. Yeah, we do a direct deposit, but we need your W-9. Can you send that over to me and I'll forward it on to our accounting team? Okay, that's great. That's what we love to hear. If there's anything else needed to close out the event, communicate that right away. Your client shouldn't have to wonder if they're getting paid or when they'll receive their commission. Keep them informed every step of the way. That's the kind of service they'll remember when it's time to rebook their next event, book or rebook. Okay. In closing, here's my challenge to every hotel sales professional. Don't let the relationship end when the event is over. Reach out, say thank you, ask for feedback, keep your client informed. Follow through on every detail because the event may be over, but the relationship is just getting started. Okay, that's it, right? Great sales professionals don't just follow up after the event, they follow through on every detail. Can I say that one again? Great hotel sales professionals don't just follow up after the event, they follow through on every detail. And that's what you want. That's what it's all about. So let's just make it happen. Okay. So there you go. That was it. That was kind of quick and dirty, right? Quick and dirty. So that was it. So once again, thank you guys so much for joining this daily check-in with Russell of Hotels. Remember tomorrow at 1 p.m. PST, Rick the Water Guy will be on the show. So make sure if you're a general manager, hotel owners, management companies, asset managers, make sure you're there to check it out because he's going to show you the real deal on how to get, to conserve water and make sure things are working, those shower heads and all that. He does he analyze your water flow. Okay. And a lot of people don't know this even exists, right? So there's there's something out there for everybody, right? So some hotels, and the hotels you know who you are, right? There's problem with your water pressure. Okay. He can dictate or analyze um, which rooms need maybe to be fixed or maybe to be repaired or some adjustment or whatever, and he'll go through all that stuff tomorrow. Okay, so I'm not going to bore you with it today because quite frankly I'm not the expert on that. That's Rick's job, right? So anyway, make sure you guys join it tomorrow. Once again, tomorrow on air with Russell of Hotels, that live hospitality talk show will be back on tomorrow at 1 p.m. So stay tuned for Rick the Water Guy. So that is it until tomorrow. Have a great day.